Jenifer Salter has closed dozens of home seller leads, so listing leads. And when you get leads in StreetText, you're going to get three kinds of leads. You're going to get address only, so people who just submitted their address, and then there's a follow-up strategy for that. There's going to be people who submit their address and then their email address, and there's going to be people who submit their address, their email address, and their phone number. So starting with the address onlys, that's going to be like once you've set up your home value add and your custom domain, that's going to be the bulk of your opportunities, your address onlys. And so what Jenifer Salter does is really great. So she, and this is exactly like her go-to strategy. I just pulled it up right here. So she doesn't do mailers. So when she gets an address only lead, her first stop, she goes to her county website and she looks up that address to find their name. Once she finds their name, she goes into Facebook and she searches them up on Facebook. And when she finds that person, what she does is she goes and she does exactly what Marcus suggests, which she adds them to her StreetText friends list within Facebook. And then she sends them a friends request. And in the friend request message, she says, basically, hi, so-and-so, thanks. I have your valuation that's basically ready to go for 123 Main Street. You forgot to let me know what your email was so I can get that over to you. What's your email? And she said she gets a 30 to 40% response rate on her address onlys just from doing that one thing. And then she said, for those I can't find that way, she looks up on LinkedIn. And then for phone numbers, when she's got the phone number, the address, and the email, but they're not converting into conversations, what she does is she uses BombBomb, another like recommendation, so follow, you don't have to jump into this right away, but this is kind of for everybody as a group. So what she does is she sends out those videos, and in the very first value she's like BombBomb she sends is a generic one. So she says, here's what your home price is on Zillow, Trulia. Basically, here's the internet's best guess. They don't have any idea what your home's worth. The market's changing every single day. This is why you need an in-person appointment. And this is why you need me. And then she follows that up because she checks every single day. Every day she logs in and she checks her emails that have been opened. And for the ones that have been opened, but they're not like actually following, like they're not going back to her, what she does is she then sends an email, hey, in this example, like, hey Jason, thanks so much for requesting your valuation. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you're thinking. What do you think the best part of the valuation was? Or what other information do you have questions about? I'm here to help. And so she does it all through this style. And then for people who haven't opened the email, so she can see that they've received it, but they haven't opened it, she checks after 3 days. So every day she's checking, and then if they're 3 days old, she's like, okay, they're not going to open my email. It's probably gone into junk, or they're just like think it's spam, or they just don't know who I am. She sends it again, and she says, but she sends the exact same email. So she copies and pastes it. She like literally copies the original email, she pastes it, she sends it again, but she changes the subject line to your valuation for 123 ABC Street is here, second attempt. And that's exactly what she sends. And from that's when she gets people are like, oh yeah, I really did ask for that. So then she gets those conversations started. And that's really like critical. I'll share this whole thing later today in an email, but like that's her follow-up process, and it works great for home seller leads. And that's exactly what she says, and that's how she says it. And she gets her conversation started from there.